here's one of the fish attractors. And there's the pier. So I suppose it's designed to attract fish for the pier fishermen. Well, I got the new turbo fins on, and going 3 miles per hour. Not much effort really. So I'm going to tell Jim. Hey Jim, I fish around these pads with a crankbait. No, no fish. Weeds. Okay. That's the first excitement. Thought maybe I might have had one there. I'm throwing crankbait, and there's my crankbait, and there's Jim over there. He's using his fly rod. And we're in the pads just east of the ramp. As you can see down there's the ramp. And I'm just throwing this lipless crankbait over around the pad here. Now what's going on?
Not much.
Getting ready to change flies? You can hear me now.
Yeah, I can.
Alright, that explains it. We're good on channel 3 then. Well, I'm heading down to the west end of the lake. And sometimes down in the, I said west end, I meant the east end of the lake. Sometimes down in the northeast corner you can get a little action. So far I haven't had a bite. I'm throwing a square bill Kevin Van Dam crankbait right now. Well, it's another beautiful day to be on the lake.
He said, "Oh, count me in." He said, "I'd love to go down there." I said, "Well, you have to get
Me too. I want to go to Homosassa too. I had discounted that. He did a real good pitch on Homosassa.
Yeah, I was impressed with what he said about. Now, I had been to that aquarium.
Yeah.
And I've been down the stairs, and I've seen all of those fish. And I've seen out there, I've seen mullet jumping like crazy. I mean, I at the time when I first saw them, I didn't know what they were, because I was a real newbie down here. But geez, every 2 seconds, another, and they were just all over. They weren't just one spot.
I'm over here on the south shoreline now, throwing this swim jig up into these weeds. Pretty over here, isn't it? Sun coming right out of the south, a little bit west now. And see my swim jig hanging on the bait caster up there. So I've got about 2 hours to catch a fish on camera. Maybe 2.5. I don't think I'll last that long because I'm about to lose interest. Well, I'm fishing this south shoreline with a swim jig, throwing it back into the weeds and grass, tall grass. See that splash where it landed? And, ooh, what was that? Don't tell me. Nah, that couldn't be a fish. Nah. Fish not going to bite today. I'm going to throw this swim jig a few more times. I'm going to go out offshore here 100 yards and throw a crankbait down to the halfway down the to the west end of the lake, and then I'm going to go back across the lake to the landing and get out of here. Unless, of course, they start biting, which I don't expect them to do. I want to fish with the square bill crankbait to begin with. And then when I get out a little deeper, I'll switch to the one without a bill on it. Lipless, yeah. Okay, here's the second fish attractor. It's on the south shoreline, almost directly across from the ramp. Circle around here a little bit more, and I can show you. Look at that thing. That's a pretty one, isn't it? Right over there is the ramp. Let me get lined up so I can include the fish attractor and the ramp in the same clip. There we go. How about that? Boom. Fire torpedo. Okay, let's see here. Lipless crankbait right by it. It's like, it says fish attractor. Don't the fish know that? I'm circling the fish attractor. I'm going to try a swim jig. Hasn't attracted any fish today. But I've fished around the fish attractors over in Lake Weir a lot. Yet to catch a bass off of one. Those have buried brush, and I understand this one has some gravel at the base. Marty Hale, fish and wildlife biologist, says it's more likely to attract panfish than bass. And I'm not fishing for panfish today. Ooh, I felt something. Maybe it was a gravel pile down there. Yeah, so I'm down deep enough to feel that. Let's try that again. Yep, definitely on the gravel. Oh, that's good. Good work, Fish and Wildlife folks, for trying to help us out over here on Lake Miona. Well, I'm at that point where I've fished for several hours and haven't gotten a bite right across from the ramp. And I'm wondering if I've had enough, because I really don't think that going down to the west end of the lake is going to make any difference. Changed colors of lipless crankbaits. This is generic, not a one knocker, not a name brand. It's one that I got from Academy Sports, but it looks very much like a one knocker. And in fact, it even says on the bottom it's got a X. It makes you think it's Excalibur. But it's not, but it looks the same. It's got more rattles in it than a one knocker. But I don't know whether the fish count rattles or not. I don't think so. Okay, how do I like my new turbo fins? I like them. and you have to press harder. But when it all comes down to basic physics, force times distance is work, and if you apply more force and you move the pedals to the same distance, you're going to do more work. And if you pedal faster, well, force times distance divided by time is horsepower, or power, basically. You got to divide by 550 in order to get horsepower. But, so, you press harder, move the pedals the same distance you were with the smaller fins, and if you can keep up the pace, you're going to produce more horsepower. The boat's going to go faster. So you have a choice with the regular fins, not having to apply so much force, traveling the same distance with your foot stroke. And if you really pedal like hell, you can produce as much horsepower as you can with the turbo fins when you exert more force over the same distance and perhaps less repetitions per second. So you don't get anything for free when it comes to power, and but I like them because the pressure required is not excessive. And in fact, let me turn on the cap cam, get my GPS out. Right now I'm going 2.8 miles per hour, and you can see the speed of the pedaling. Now I'm going 3.5. 3.6, 4. I'm going 4 miles per hour. 4.2. Pretty good, actually. 4.6. Whoop. Let me put the rod away from it. No, I'm already down to where I want to cast. But you get the idea anyway. And you can definitely move out with them. So that's what it's all about, I guess. You know, being a 77-year-old speed demon is important. Just got a fish on, guys. Well, how about that? I am rewarded with some kind of fish. Oh, it's a bass. Come on in here, baby. Well, look at that. How about that? Oh my heavens, he's excited and I'm excited. Oh my gracious, look at that. Well, look at that little rascal there. I wonder. Okay, we gotta measure him. It's funny. What's funny? Funny that I finally caught a fish. Just because I decided not to go in. Pinch him there, pinch him here. Oh yeah. Here. See, that's 14. And I got his nose pinched against it, and I can pinch his tail together to get 14. You probably can't see that. But anyway, there he is. That's what I said. It's a knockoff bait, but the fish don't know the difference. Well, make my day. Who used to say that? Make my day. Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry. Make my day. Okay, Clint. That little fish just made my day. Okay, let's do a speed test here. I'm almost back to the dock. 3.2, 3.6, 4.1, 4.3, 4.5, 4.7, 4.9, 5.1. Let's see if I can get up to 6. 5, 2, 5.1, 5.2. That's all I got in me. That's all I can do. About 5 miles per hour max, but not for very long. 49.74. It ought to be at least 50. And I'd really like to see it. I don't know whether I'll ever see it again at 53, but I have seen it at 53. And the water's just not here anymore. Just not here. I think it's all being collected before it runs off into the lake and all the retention ponds and so forth. Okay, I got the Mirage Drive out. I'm paddling back into the ramp. Good day. Not a good fishing day, but it was a good day on the water. So, every day is a good day actually if you can do this.